26 people were shot and killed at Sandy Hook Elementary in Newtown, Connecticut. Since then, discussions on gun control have dominated political news. Joining us today is Michael Cargill, owner of the Central Texas Gun Works. Mr. Cargill, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
I wanted to talk to you about two things today, really. One, what you're seeing in your gun store, and two, talk about the different gun control proposals that are out there. But first, I'd like you to listen to the president from the State of the Union. Here's a little bit of what he had to say about the gun control issue.
Each of these proposals deserves a vote in Congress. If you want to vote no, that's your choice. But these proposals deserve a vote.
Talking about the different proposals, are there any proposals out there that have been talked about on the national stage that you think are good or would work as far as gun control goes?
Sure, I think we should focus on mental health. That's one thing that we definitely need to concentrate on. We're not doing that enough. And then also, we have a situation where I'll have someone walk into my gun store and they want to sell me a gun. I actually have no way of doing a background check to find out if that gun is stolen or been used in a crime. I can't call the police or anyone like that to verify that, and that's something they need to focus on. Sometimes they actually focus on the wrong things.
You know, there's been a lot of talk of having universal background checks on people buying weapons. Do you think that's sensible? And what you just talked about, does that fit in that definition?
I think we should definitely do background checks in the gun store like we're doing. And also, when I do business in a gun show, we actually do background checks there as well. But when it comes to a private sale, a sale of a firearm from one individual to another, I don't think that needs to be a background check for that.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit about your gun shop. Since the shooting in Connecticut, and since this has really exploded on the national scene and national debate, what are you seeing there? What are your customers saying? Are you seeing more of them? Are you seeing new customers? What's it been like?
We're getting customers from all walks of life. I'm getting doctors, lawyers, dentists. I'm getting housewives that are now all of a sudden concerned about their personal safety. They're wondering, hey, this firearm, they're going to ban a particular firearm, or they're going to ban a series of firearms. And if they do that, then I want to get my hands on this firearm before it's banned. And so people walking into the shop and say, hey, can I purchase this firearm before it's banned?
And what's the demand and what's the weight and supply line like for people? If somebody came in today and wanted to buy a pistol, are you going to have one?
Well, the demand is very hard. For instance, ammunition. It's very hard for us to get ammunition right now. I'm only selling ammunition to individuals who are taking our classes. Now, we do have AR-15s and stuff like that. We have those coming in where we're doing a sale on President's Day. So we're, but it's very hard to get those AR-15s and those strip lures and all that stuff that people want.
So it's busy times at Central Texas Gun Works.
Yes, sir. It's very busy at Central Texas Gun Works.
Okay. Michael Cargill, thanks very much for coming in and talking with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Okay.